Okay, I have a couple things I wanted to talk about. First, really, I wanted to just say a little bit about myself, which I don't like to do, but my name's Zach. I think most of you know that. I think it says it somewhere on my YouTube page. But I was born in Elk Grove Village, Illinois, at Alexian Brothers Hospital at 4:38 a.m. on February 28, 1989. I graduated high school in 2008. I have a couple things here that I'd like to show. These, here's the invitation to the commencement ceremony and whatnot. Got some stuff in here, the invitation, some pictures of me. It's not going to focus, but some pictures of me. It just talks about, you know, where to go, and it's for family and friends and stuff. Got my cap here. My gown is in my parents' closet somewhere. See if it still fits. I think it does. And let's see. I think once you graduate, you flip it to this side, or is this side? I don't know. And then you flip it. And here is the actual diploma itself. You can't read that. That's my name. And yes, my parents did spell my name Z-A-K-A-R-Y. I don't know why, but they did. Just your standard diploma. And yeah, I can't stress how important this is to kids out there who are in school right now. You think, oh, school stinks and blah 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 blah. I can assure you, life will be a lot worse if you don't, you know, graduate high school and then go on to college and whatnot. Just says, be it known that Zachary Ryan Mintz has satisfactorily completed the course of study prescribed by the man. No, I'm kidding. It is entitled and is entitled to this diploma and all the rights, privileges, honors, and marks of distinction thereto pertaining here or elsewhere, given under our hands this 10th day of May, 2008. Very, very important piece of paper. With the video, I wanted to talk about some books, in particular, one book. I get a lot of, I'll explain real quick. I get a lot of stuff. I've been buying, because they opened up a Goodwill down the street, and it's like the nicest Goodwill I've ever seen. It's got like a Starbucks inside of it. It's got just this huge selection of books, which is the only reason I go up there. I don't buy clothes and stuff from there. That's not to offend anybody else. I'm a germaphobe, and I don't know. But yeah, the books, I mean, for $2 for hardbacks and $1 for paperbacks, you can't beat that. And they have, I just realized this a couple of weeks ago, that they have this buy one get one free thing all the time. And they have these little stickers that are on the spines of all the books, or on the shirts, or on whatever else you're buying there. And if you find something else with that same colored sticker that week, say it's green that week, this book has a green sticker, oh, here's a book with another green sticker, okay, well then buy one and you get the other one free. And so I've been doing a lot of that lately, because it's you just can't beat that, having these books, you know. You can never have enough books. So, and when they're that cheap, you know what I mean? I did buy this desk here, to my mom's fury, because it's a little banged up, and she's still threatening to buy me a new one just because she doesn't like it. And technically, it's not a desk. It just kind of looks like one, and I'll explain. It's a sewing table, I think is what they call it. I don't know if you can see that seam. Well, this flips open, and there would be a sewing machine in there. And yeah, and so that's what that is. It's got some drawers and stuff, and like I said, it's really beat up, but I like it. It gets the job done, and it was like $10, so you know, you can't beat that. Got my computer, which is where I do all my computer stuff. My hero, one of my heroes, one of my many heroes, Albert Einstein, and his quote: "Intellectuals solve problems, geniuses prevent them." Got a few things on my desk. I got an absurdly expensive calculator, a Cliff Lee signed baseball. My brother is my older brother's dating his cousin right now, so she hooked me up with that. And one goal achieved, the Blackhawks book when they won the Stanley Cup a couple years ago, the Green Bible. And I'll talk about my religious views in a minute. This is just a green Bible. It's environmentally friendly, cotton linen cover, recycled paper, soy-based ink, and so on. And all the Bible verses in there that talk about the earth are in green. I got all my pens and pencils and such in there. I got a candle. I've got the Beatles' complete scores, all their music, every single song they've ever recorded, full transcriptions from the original recordings. I got my Galileo's thermometer. I've got a Rubik's Cube. I've got this, which is a paperweight given to me by one of my parents' friends on my graduation. It's a little, like I said, a little, I guess, glass or crystal globe. It says, "Take on the world." Yeah, I dig it. Thanks, Jim and Kathy. But there's that, and if you've ever seen the movie The Da Vinci Code, you'll know exactly what this is. This is the fleur-de-lis from the movie, the key that gets them the keystone. And that is the fleur-de-lis. And then we've got, well, let's see, I got my big Beatles Abbey Road print, framed print that I got for Christmas a couple of years. I got my notes. I've got the Hare Krishna mantra. I've got my dry erase board. And this back here is a longbow, a traditional longbow, which I don't shoot very often. I got it on a whim after seeing one online, and I thought it was really cool. I thought it was really Robin Hood, and so I bought it online from a guy who makes them, and it's pretty groovy. Here's my journal, for what it's worth, and then books. There's some records down there. Right here, some speakers. You can't see the speaker right there. The books are sitting on. There's another speaker down there, hooked up to the record player. And yeah, there's books down here. Let's talk about some of these books. Again, some of these came from Goodwill, and some of them didn't. My mom and I go to Barnes & Noble a couple times a year, 3 or 4 times a year, maybe 2 or 3 times a year, and we'll sort of buy 5 or 6 books, because you obviously can't you can't go to really Goodwill and look for something. You know, you can go and look for something that you want, but you can't, you're not guaranteed to find everything you want. Like at Barnes & Noble, they'll have, every book that you want. If you're thinking of a book you want, you can go there and get it, whereas you're not guaranteed to get that at Goodwill. So if there's any books that we want, that's where we'll go and we'll get them. And I'll start up here with, well, there's reading glasses. No, I do not need glasses. I have 20/10 vision. I have apparently better than perfect vision. The last time I had a physical, apparently that's what I have. But I read them because I get headaches really easily. No, I don't have a tumor. I've been checked out. I get headaches really easily when I read really small print for too long. And so instead of getting the headaches, I just will pop those on if I'm reading a book with tiny print. This I got at Goodwill. Sir Winston Churchill's writings on the Second World War. They're in 6 different volumes. There's The Gathering Storm, Their Finest Hour, The Grand Alliance, The Hinge of Fate, Closing the Ring, and Triumph and Tragedy. Dan Brown books, Deception Point, and Digital Fortress. Those are his 2 books that aren't Robert Langdon books, which is Tom Hanks' character in the movies that they made for Angels and Demons and Da Vinci Code. Here's his most recent, Lost Symbol. There's both first editions of the Da Vinci Code as well. I also have down here my Da Vinci Code and Angels and Demons special editions that I got. My mom got me those a long time ago, like 2000. I was like 2004, 2005, so I was 13, 14, 15. You got, won't focus, John Steinbeck's Grapes of Wrath, Dickens, David Copperfield, Bound for Glory, Woody Guthrie, and some of these books, like A Nation of Immigrants, I think, especially in America, if you're in America, and with the immigration issues right now, this is a book to read, written by JFK, John F. Kennedy, A Nation of Immigrants, some books. Children of Lear, I actually saw this in Stevie Nicks' purse during an interview on YouTube, and I thought it was an interesting cover, and I actually found the book online and I was able to order it. This is the most famous John F. Kennedy book, Profiles in Courage. Why We Can't Wait by Martin Luther King. which I got at the National Civil Rights Museum in Memphis at the Lorraine Motel where he was killed, which they made the Lorraine Motel into the National Civil Rights Museum, and they left the balcony in his room exactly as it was the day that he was killed. And that had my mom and I went there in 2010 for my 21st birthday, and we saw Eric Clapton, and we decided to make a weekend of it, and we went there and went to Sun Studio, and going to the National Civil Rights Museum had a, I mean, I don't even know how to put it, a profound effect. I don't even know would even be right, because it changed the both of us, and it was really special. They have so many cool artifacts there, and I'm all about history, as you'll probably tell by looking at some of the books that I have here. I don't know what I want to be. Sometimes I want to be, you know, a physicist or a scientist of some sort, or do field study in biology, and then there's other days, because I love history so much, that I want to be a history teacher. And some days I want to be a writer, you know, because I write a lot, I don't know. But Barack Obama's Dreams for My Father, I picked that up in 2008 when he was running for president, because I wanted to know more about the man, and so I picked up his memoirs. I did vote for Barack Obama. I have the pictures to prove it, because I don't know if that's legal to film yourself while you're voting, but anyways, yeah, I got the good book, good read. The Road Not Taken, that's some Robert Frost's poems. The Gospel of Mary Magdalene was she actually wrote a gospel. It was rejected by the church at the Council of Nicaea, but I won't go there. Earth in the Balance, Al Gore, Encyclopedia of Symbols and Signs and Dream Interpretations, American Sketches, Capone. The Code, this is a hockey book about fighting. 1973 Nervous Breakdown. When my mom's dad saw that, he looked at me, he went, "That's the year the world went to shit," which is apparently what happened. Home, the Memoirs of Julie Andrews, Keith Richards' memoirs, Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton's memoirs, which are like $40 books just because of who they are, and it was a president. And I got those each for $2. I got those $2 each at the Goodwill. All Too Human by George Stephanopoulos, that's my mom's book. Walter Payton's book, autobiography, Pompeii. Bob Dylan mono recordings. There's more Dan Brown books. Let me see real quick. Sir Isaac Newton, just a little biography about Sir Isaac Newton. This is one of my more recent books that I've gotten. Michio Kaku, who's a physicist and Physics of the Impossible. John Steinbeck, another John Steinbeck, East of Eden. Blood Diamonds, most people have heard about the movie. The First American War. Eric Clapton's autobiography, which I've read multiple times. It's awesome. Herzog, I haven't read yet. I picked that up for personal reasons. Lennon revealed, Lennon's biography, John Lennon's biography. Patty Boyd, she was married to both George Harrison and then Eric Clapton. The song Something, the song Layla, the song Wonderful Tonight were all written about her. Seabiscuit, Jackie Kennedy's biography, and Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. The Rum Diary, which is kind of cool. They're apparently a movie's coming out about that book, which is pretty cool. I like Hunter S. Thompson. And then just some, you know, Jimi Hendrix biography right there. Again, I didn't, if you saw my other video, I didn't read this book. I didn't finish this book because I heard about his autobiography coming out, and I thought, well, geez, it'll be better to just read it out of his mouth as opposed to someone else's. Bob Dylan's interviews, American Sucker, A Long Way Gone, Memoirs of a Boy Soldier, about a kid in Sierra Leone during the conflict diamond trade and you know, during the child soldier days. A History of the World. Yeah, History of the World. As if it's possible. This is another one. The last time we went to Barnes & Noble a couple of weeks ago, I picked that up. Stephen Hawking's On the Shoulder of Giants, The Great Works of Physics and Astronomy. It has all the famous writings by Nicholas Copernicus, Galileo Galilei, Isaac Newton, and Albert Einstein. This is also what I picked up. This is what I'm reading right now. Charles Darwin's The Origin of Species. The People's History of the United States. This is pretty interesting, actually. It's got some interesting stuff in there. This is another one I just picked up at the Goodwill. Warren Beatty biography. Bicentennial Almanac from 1976, Fire and Rain, the James Taylor story. There's some more books down here I'm not going to be able to get to. You know, Introduction to Philosophy and Music Appreciation. And again, there's books down here as well. There's these are all school books, physics and biology, some history, more biology. Leonardo da Vinci's notebooks is right here, which is awesome. I think anybody who is interested in that kind of stuff should pick that up. This is something I picked up just a couple days ago as well at the Goodwill. I saw it, The Sky at Night, and like I said, $2. And it comes with a planisphere, which is, you know, to find out the constellations at night. A couple of books, a specific light to use so it doesn't mess up your viewing of the stars and whatnot, and stuff like that. And that is sort of my collection of books. And there's more books in my closet. There's more books in the other rooms. But these are sort of the books that I'm messing around with now. And there's a specific book that I want to talk about real quick that we just picked up. Hopefully the battery doesn't die. If it does, I am sorry. And it's this book right here, the book, if you will, the Holy Bible. We picked this up at the Goodwill. My mom had to pick it up because we were looking at it. I was like, oh my goodness, that's like the most ornate looking Bible. It's probably not going to pick it up, but it's got this incredible, it's leather, and it's got this incredible like imprinting all over it, these intricate designs and these faces of people with their names written in Roman underneath it, and you know, and it's just got this really, really beautiful book. My personal beliefs as a religion, I am a big believer in, you know, that my business is my own, but I study and read so much into this that, and I'm not one of those people that's like, I'm gonna you know, do all this research to prove it wrong and stuff like that. I wanted to prove it right with all my research, and no, I'm not the smartest person in the world. No, I didn't do all the research in the world. But I really, truly am torn between two worlds with this situation. For instance, my heart yearns to believe. It truly, truly, truly does. But my intellect just refuses to permit it. But that's about all I'm willing to say. But this Bible here, it has a lot of stuff in it, like these little pieces of paper, clippings from newspapers, and it has this, like, right here, this little cutout from a newspaper or whatever. It says, I thank God every day that I am a Catholic. I love you, God, Yvonne Logan. And all this stuff in it, and these different, like, how to be courteous to a blind, courtesy rules for blindness, a cutout from a newspaper, and just different little things in here. And it's got, as most family Bibles do, a family tree in it. And we thought, wow, this must mean a lot to somebody. And so we picked it up, and we're going to try to find these people to see if they want it, because we would, I mean, if we find these people and they want it, we will mail it straight to them. So yeah, Yvonne Logan, Keith Logan, Donna Logan is their kid. I mean, they got their whole family tree in here, and I'll do some more research on that. But yeah, just a little video. It's probably really long, a video on the stuff I'm interested in. Thanks for watching. If you did indeed watch this entire ridiculously long video.